Live from the City of Angels, it's Thursday night. Box office preview show. One of the tracks from a Minecraft movie. A film I was dreading seeing. And then it all changed. I love shows like this. I was not prepared to laugh my ass off like I did tonight. Welcome to MMT. In addition to the live MMT evaluation of a Minecraft movie, we have CinemaCon, the final day. Disney and Paramount will watch some trailers. We got a big show, but we need to talk about a film that theaters need to be big. It's got to be massive. We've had a real drought at the multiplex. Snow White certainly didn't help. So here comes a Minecraft movie, a film that has a built-in audience. For you guys that don't know, this video game is huge with the kids, okay? Hundreds of millions of sales. The kids have all the merch. So this is the perfect time to release a movie based on the video game Minecraft. I'm familiar with the game, but I don't play the game. I've seen people play it. I have some idea of what happens in it. But this movie does a really remarkable job of, I think, keeping the core love of that game and the world of it, and then bringing in some of the wackiest shit that I could ever even dream up. And that's kind of the magic of this film. Welcome here to MMT on this Thursday. Let's do this live. The MMT evaluation of a film I expected to hammer. I was certain I was going to come on here and destroy this film, because when I watched the trailer, and I'm sure most of you had this reaction, like, what am I watching? What is this? What's Momoa doing? What's Jack Black doing? Why are all these characters in this video game and this green screen bullshit? Okay, well, guess what? Some of that's present. But when you look at what also is here, and this is my out-of-theater reaction. Let me pop it up for you, and you can see how excited I am. This is the face of someone who is super entertained for an hour and 40 minutes, because it's got a bolt of manic energy, and it's bizarre, right? Weird. And it had me engaged the entire time with its wackiness, its weirdness, and then it manages to land really big laughs, okay? Not just like, haha, chuckle, chuckle. This is so strange and so manic and so full of life that I had a blast watching this. And I'll tell you who else did. The audience is with me tonight in the IMAX AMC 16. They were hooting and hollering throughout the entire thing, boisterous as hell. I had a father and his two sons, or maybe they were his son and a friend. They were like, oh my God, you should have seen this little boy's face. Because listen, one thing I like to do when I watch a movie, like a Minecraft, where I don't have to be super, fully into the film, I can kind of look at the audience and see what we're getting. This little kid was losing his shit every time a new character from the video game popped in. So, these are the moments that cinema matters, right? Those connections. This kid and his dad watching a Minecraft movie and bonding over cinema. Exactly. That's what we want. It's a hell of a lot more fun, this film, than Super Mario Brothers. That film's not funny. It's got Jack Black singing that song that's totally forgettable, but you all thought it was hilarious. This, on the other hand, is funny. Okay? I think it might be the best video game adaptation ever. Am I forgetting one? I mean, seriously. I'll watch this again. No problem. I'm saying I will, but I would because of all of this. Let me show you just a taste of a 30-second clip, give you a very good idea of what Jared Hess did with this property. Here is a Minecraft movie.
In the real world, you got constraints. But here, anything you can dream about, you can make. That's okay, bud. Buckets are useful here. Dark forces are gathering. We have to stop them. Buenos dias. Which means see you later. On Minecraft.
And Momoa and Black are really fun here. Momoa's playing a version of Johnny Lawrence. Did you guys watch? Please tell me. Please tell me you watch Cobra Kai. That character, right, still stuck in the 80s, listening to his 80s music in his Firebird. That's exactly what we see Momoa doing here. A 1989 video game champion who's living in the past, living in this small town in Idaho. And Jack Black is a dude who has a boring life that goes into the world of Minecraft and stays there. It's got a lot of labyrinth. It's got some dark crystal with the design of the evil pig. If you guys watch that, you'll see the Skeksis. It also has a lot of weird laughs. And I think that's what I loved about the film, is that because we know we're dealing with Jared Hess, who hasn't had a movie since Nacho Libre. Do you guys know that? He's been since 2006. This guy's not had a movie in a multiplex since that long that I could tell on his IMDb page. So it's been an eternity. But Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and now, finally, this. What a weird pairing. But sometimes you don't know what you really want until you get it. And then you go, okay, well, this was the right call. So now, tonight, I'm going to say, Warner Brothers, kudos to you. You fucked us with Mickey 17, but you managed to nail this. Somehow, it should not have worked. If you showed me all of the elements here, said you're going to have Napoleon Dynamite director do Minecraft, but oh God, that's going to be bad. It ends up being really, really hilarious at times. And again, back to that wackiness, that zaniness, that's why it works. Also, let me tell you something. Whenever I love a film, what do I like? I like something that has a life-affirming feel to it. Even if it's depressing, it's still grounded in humanity, right? I don't like films like Bottoms, okay? Bottoms is a film that takes glee in nasty jokes, not positivity, not goofiness, but in slights, in digs, in being nasty to one another. This film is the opposite. It's full of life. It's full of fun. It's got that vibrancy, that buoyancy, and that makes it, at most of the time here, a really engaging film. Manic energy, as I said off the top. The only issue I could see for some of you, and I understand why, it can be exhausting because you've got Jack Black playing at level 11, right? He's doing full wattage Jack Black, but it works because it gives the film the extra boost that without it might suffer. And Momoa is really perfect as, again, that Johnny Lawrence stuck in the 80s, loser, wearing his pink leather jacket, driving the Firebird, listening to 80s music. He's listening to Skid Row's I'll Remember You when his car breaks down. And I go, I think I'm going to like this. I mean, I just knew early on the way that it sets its world in motion. The first little montage, it's got a spring in its step. It's just to the point. And I'm like, okay, I'm with this. And it just stayed. It kept me going. And there's a joke at the end. And I talked to Gone Girl before we started the stream. The joke at the end with the knife is, I was expecting to leave and go, I'm good. Then you hit me with that. Oh my God, guys, you will laugh out loud. You will legit laugh out loud when we get to the evil Skeksis pig and the knife joke. So I'm going to tell you, when it gets there, you're, oh my God, that's great. And then it doubles down. Not like Taste the Rainbow in Shazam 2 that was like, ugh. It doubles down in the funny way. And this is an 89% for the MMT score. Never did I imagine I'd come on here and give you an 89% for a Minecraft movie. But that's why I'm the most objective and deadly accurate movie critic in the universe. No one contends. It's not a contest. The world heavyweight champion is on the mic right fucking now. And this is why. Because I don't allow my pre-biases and any agendas to get in the way of these evaluations. I'm always, and I do mean this, always able to wipe the slate clean and start at 0 on the scale and let the film do what the director intended it to do. And then when you watch, okay, Mickey 17, well, guess what? He intended to torture us, to punish us with that film. This, on the other hand, intended to inject life and humor and goodness. And this is a family film that everybody can get something from. You won't just sit there like Mario and go, these jokes aren't even good. They're not. That's not smart. Okay? This is closer to a Lord and Miller. And if I'm saying that, then we're there. So Hess, A+ for you, buddy. Honest to God, A+ for your work here. Welcome back. If you can do this with more property somehow and make it work, then you are my man. You're my man. The Mario movie put me to sleep. It's incredibly generic. Harrison, I had this discussion when we were in that film, when it was out and it was making over $1 billion. People like, it's so funny. It's so clever. It's none of those things. Okay. Mario is the most generic adaptation of that property that you could have. That is how forgettable it is. Exactly, Harrison. This is entertaining and dumb in a fun way and a throwaway way, right? It's like the stakes are ridiculous and you are allowed to lose yourself from everything that's bogging you down in this world with the tariffs and all of the shit that's going on with the economic crap. You can just go into a Minecraft movie and you will come out in a better mood. What else do you want, man? I'm telling you, you didn't have this on your radar. Now you do, because we are, everybody knows, the gold standard. And once again, we will be proven right in the annals of time and history. This film will be very popular with audiences. Very. More comments here if you saw it. Come on in. But I'm telling you guys, give this film a chance and let it get exactly what it wants to do to you, and just let it do it, and you're going to go, oh my God, I'm having fun. Okay? Will Minecraft outgross Five Nights at Freddy's? I believe it has a chance. We're going to go over the numbers here momentarily, okay? Momentarily. I think this film is going to outperform in a very big way because of a number of things, but I'll tell you what really sold me is seeing the film. Once I see the film, then I can really discuss the breakdown of where I believe this is going to go. Because if it delivers with a audience that's already prepackaged, then we're talking about something that's going to hit a big number this weekend. Let's go and look at the sales right now. It's the MMT seat check as I pull up AMC Burbank. This is the Dolby screen that goes off at 8:20 tonight, and you can see that's packed. I mean, for a Thursday night at 8:20, this is a kid movie, right? And what's going to happen is I'm not the only person that's going to tell you this. The people that are in the know and are unbiased and are not negative, depressed sons of bitches are gonna say, go see this, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get this. Well, this is gonna get an A cinema score. Oh, without a question. If this gets even a shade below an A, if this gets an A minus, then I'm done with cinema score. This is an A cinema score film. I wouldn't be surprised at A plus. I really wouldn't. Okay? Because again, I'm watching through multiple lenses. I liked it. The kids liked it. The average moviegoer definitely liked it based on everyone cheering and laughing throughout this entire thing. Trust me, we're looking at a big number. Let's look at another screening here. That is the Dolby Burbank. Let's see if we can go to Universal and see if we can get a screening of that here tonight and see what we look like. 8:30 IMAX there. And that's a massive screen, and that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good for a Thursday night family movie. Okay? A lot better than Snow White. So I'm going to take this at 92.5. Which is a very big number, right? This will be a godsend for theaters if we can get to a $92.5 million opening or better. Because theaters have been down the entire year. We're down, I think, is it 15+%? I don't have the exact number. It's a huge number versus last year. Okay? And we're early. And remember, those numbers aren't good in the beginning of the year anyhow. This year, we're really suffering, and theaters need this film. And thank God it's really fun. Go see it. I don't care if you know nothing about Minecraft. Go in with the mindset of, I'm just going to go ahead and turn my brain off for an hour and 40 minutes, and you'll have fun. Okay, you know what, Sodfik? I'm not saying 100 million is off the table. I'm going to say, because a lot of people have this at like 80, 70, 80. I'm going 92. I'm pushing past. If it hits the century mark, don't be surprised. And then overseas, don't act like this is just an American property. This is not just a domestic film. This is an international film. So Warner Brothers, after all the shit they've been through with Alto Knights, Mickey 17, Joker 2, they finally have a film. This might save their film co-chairs' jobs. That's how big this is going to be. This is going to play for a while. And as long as Warner Brothers does not play around with the at-home thing, we haven't seen Warner Brothers do much of that. They used to do day and date, HBO Max or Max, whatever it's called now. Now you're talking about more of a theatrical mindset from them, as we've seen with CinemaCon this entire week. I believe we're on the precipice of a 45-day window, which is what we called for, 6 months, a year ago. We're always on top of things. We are ahead of everybody, right? We really are. We are on the vanguard. And then everyone decides to catch up later. By the way, I want to mention one other thing. Just quickly, the other night we did our Val Kilmer tribute stream. If you haven't watched it, watch it. All of a sudden, after I tell you guys, I think that Ryan Reynolds' entire act is based on Chris Knight in Real Genius, I see a bunch of takes. You don't think I know you guys steal my shit? You don't think I know that? Because I'm fucking good. I'm not going to, I already know. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, baby. So trust me. MMT, again, the gold standard. No one's even close. Not a contest. How long until Minecraft hits digital? That's the question, Kuzma. If they can keep it away from digital, we'll be good. If we get this 92.5, then they're going to leave it in theaters for a while. The only problem is spring break has already hit for some people, so it kind of missed. This year, spring break was weird. It wasn't the same for everyone. Like, sometimes it's right around Easter, right? Easter's coming up soon. Is it not, like, in a week? So usually, when you look at that, you want to kind of combine the Easter spring break. This year, it wasn't like that. So we'll see how the weekdays go. But Warner Brothers, please, 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 please. I know some of your execs have watched. If you're watching here tonight, do not put this on digital anytime soon. And Adam Aaron, get that thing signed. I told you I'll come in. I'll be your theatrical Windows enforcer, man. I'll get it done within minutes. I don't play around. I'm not, we need to, we should. We're gonna do this. Do you hear me? That's what we're gonna do. Other comments before we watch a couple trailers from CinemaCon. I've got Superman coming up and Naked Gun. A lot of you said Naked Gun's not good. I have not watched it. I did see Superman. I have a lot of thoughts about crypto. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anything else on Minecraft before we move on? That's coming, Sodfig. In fact, let's just do that. You want to do that? We'll do Naked Gun after Superman. Let's watch the Superman preview. I watched it in IMAX, and you guys know I'm not a fan of crypto. I don't have crypto, the real, the coin. I'm not a fan of the dog. A dog in a cape, stupid. But let's watch it. I'll talk about it after I have to sit through crypto for the first, 2 minutes. As we watch this, I want to mention that DC dropped this right before Disney went on stage in Vegas. How do you like that? They're like, we're going to have everyone talking about our film, not yours, Thunderbolts. Here comes crypto. In IMAX, that was really ear-splitting, may I say. At this point, you're like, the Flash! The Flash! Oh, shit, it's a dog in a cape. Oh, my God. I'm going to hit pause for a second. Now, listen, I just went and said for the last 20 minutes that Minecraft's hilarious. I love it. That's the tone of the movie. I want my Superman movie to not be a dog stomping on Superman. Is that too much to ask, guys? Seriously. Can't we just get a more... Listen, I'm missing Zack Snyder more by the moment.
Stop! Stop! No! Stop! Crypto. Take me home.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that in emotion.
Home.
I feel like I'm the only person who's like, what the fuck is the League of Super Pets doing in The Man of Steel? I know it's part of the comic book lore. I don't need to tell me that. I'm just telling you, look, it's a pooch wearing a cape. I just think it's totally and utterly goofy, man. Why did you do this, James Gunn? Hold on, let me address this comment. I like cats more than dogs. I admit this freely. I've talked about it. But if it was Super Cat, I'd be like, get the cat off the fucking screen, man.
Crypto. Home.
This is when I tuned out. I was watching this in IMAX because it's showing right ahead of Minecraft. And I'm like, oh, God, is this whole thing crypto and Superman? Then it actually gets pretty good in a few minutes. Just you have to sit through this first.
The Fortress of Solitude emerges from Mother Earth.
Still crypto, barking, open up the ice gate. So dumb. Oh.
Superman!
You know what I think this is? And have you guys watched The Studio? Please tell me you guys have started watching The Studio. I told you to watch episode 3. I just watched last night. Ron Howard, the episode, right? What happens in that film? He injects his own personal emotional bullshit into the film, makes it worse. I think that James Gunn loves his little dog and go, let's just have the dog be part of the movie because I love my dog so much. We don't love your dog like you do, James. Did you know that? Well, now you do. What are the robot medical workers? What is this? I don't read the comic books. Can someone explain what I'm watching?
Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely automatons here to serve.
It hit me that it looks like the Mystery Science 3000 robot, right? With the mouth. He totally ripped that off. James, I'm calling you on that.
Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
See, the whole thing is just so... It's like, what is this? This is a movie. This is like the DC League of Super Pets 4-year-old movie. What are we doing here?
Damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Okay, at this point, I was tuned out. Get ready. The next minute, I think, is pretty good. It goes by fast, but it's a lot better than what we just watched. Here it comes. Get ready. At this point, I was tuned out. I go, wait a second. Is this all it's going to be? Are the robots and the dog? And then, get ready. We get like a minute of decent stuff. Just give it a second. Have patience! The song. Okay, here we go. This is. I still don't like that font. Did I tell you guys I'm not a fan of that font? Real quick. Not a fan of the font. It looks like NBC used to have a show on Sunday night. What was that called? Like NBC Special Hour. What was it? It was some kind of adventure show. I think he stole the font from that NBC Sunday night 7 o'clock show. I don't remember. Someone will remember on the stream right now. I know you'll remember that show. There's Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor. Oh no, there's a giant kaiju. I missed that. Yeah, okay, listen. I don't know what's going to happen with the home life. I don't think, no matter what that Gunn does to this and the whole home thing, it's not going to be better than Zack Snyder. That first half of Man of Steel is pretty much perfection. It's the back half and the barrage of CGI, and you're really beat down by that thing. That's where I turned on Man of Steel. But the first half of that film is nearly perfection, so I don't expect Gunn to be able to touch that. By the way, they're totally banging each other. Let's not. I don't know if they're married or not, but let's just not fool around anymore. They are totally getting down in real life.
Superman.
But doesn't it kind of look like a TV show? Kuzma, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just saying, but you know, here's the thing, right? I'm saying that a lot of this isn't really where I want to be, right? I want to be more like Zack Snyder. But you know that once I watch this film, I'm going to start at zero again. That's the beauty. I can do this and then wipe it all out and start over. That's the beauty. So right now I'm allowed to say this. I am evaluating what I'm watching. If I'm in the screening room at Warner Brothers and this is the trailer or the first cut, I'm like, oh, it's fucking super dog. I mean, the effects look good, I will say, and some of it, but I think like sometimes just some of those shots look very TV-esque, don't they? I know people have said that, but when you watch the trailer, at times it just doesn't look as cinematic maybe as I would hope. I think that's what Zack Snyder had, even if you didn't love, you know, the lack of color, the lack of vibrancy, or right, the pure just saturation. I still think that I like that idea. I wish, again, that Man of Steel was a little more contained on the, well, a lot more contained on the back end. The Zod thing goes on forever. I just think that when you beat an audience up like that, it just gets to be punishing on the back end. And it's a blitzkrieg, right? As I called it when I first came out of it. It's just like, oh my God, it's an assault. So I feel that man, I just wish he would have just tightened that thing up and brought the scope down just a little bit, even though it's a Superman movie. So hopefully James does that. But I'm going to be back. I'm going to be, of course, yes, Nomas, no question, because that was the first time, right? We always talk about that. First time you go and visit a world, a character, if it's done right, it's always going to be the standard. And that's what makes, I think, Dune better than Dune 2, is because I bet this is the first time I'm in Denis' vision. And that is very powerful, right? So we'll see here. I'm not saying I want to see this film be bad or Superdog ruins it. I'm just telling you that it's problematic for me. And that's okay. I'm allowed to do that. Let's go from one to the other. Let's go from this to Naked Gun, because a lot of you watch this. I have not seen it. The Naked Gun, Zucker Brothers, going back to 80 what? Like 3, 4? Naked Gun 1? Let's watch. Liam Neeson's taken over. Pamela Anderson's in it. Here, let's watch this. It's a minute long. I have not watched this. I have no idea what I'm about to see. Legit.
Go, 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 go! Multiple SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
Hey, little girl, stop. What do you want, little one? Your ass.
That's the sound of the police!
What? What just happened? He just changed from a little girl and ripped a Ooh.
That's the sound of the beast! That's the sound of the police!
Yeah. This looks fucking awful. Is this Novocaine 2? I already told you I hate this shit. Let's see. Is something funny happen here? Oh, sucker death. This is awful.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
No, he's wearing a skirt with a pair of briefs. Ooh. Is there another joke?
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr.
Oh.
Love you.
Hey, Dad.
Boy, do I miss you.
Ah, it's Walter Hauser. Yeah. Okay. Sort of. Sort of. It's August 1st. What do you expect? That looks bad. Holy shit, that looks bad. Doesn't it, guys? Who's with me? What the hell was that? That's going to be a train wreck. Seth had to fuck that thing up. Anybody think that's funny? Sure wasn't to me. Yeah, well, wow, Chang, that's saying something, given what we've sat through, like Black, what the hell was the one? Not Black Hat. Was it Black Hat? He's made a bunch of those forgettable ones. Memory, like, dudes, you don't even know. You probably didn't even see some of them. That Cold Harbor, the Cold, Ice Cold, all of them the same movie, right? Someone gets killed, someone gets taken, and then you end up he's going to go and take care of all the bad guys. It's the same shit, man. It's like Novocaine, just like Love Hurts, just like that one, the agency that's coming out this weekend. I'm going to see, well, the sneak previews on Saturday night. I don't want to watch this shit anymore. Blacklight. Thanks, Sodvik. Thank you for reminding me what the hell that was. I'm actually was happy to forget it. Some things that happened today at CinemaCon. One of the big ones I have pulled up here from Film Updates. I like Film Updates. They're better. Listen, if there's one aggregation Twitter site /X site, I recommend you follow Film Updates, not the Gen Z losers over at, what's the other one called? Film something. The one that has me blocked. Discussing film. First trailer for Deliver Me From Nowhere. That is the Bruce Springsteen biopic with Jeremy Allen White. That is directed by the dude who brought us Out of the Furnace. Also, a bunch of stuff. I love Scott Cooper. Scott Cooper makes really cool, grounded films. Even Antlers, which was a horror film, he loves to make that blue collar, and that's exactly what Springsteen is growing up in Jersey. So I think this is the great match of director to, I think, the right casting. He feels like the right, better than Kerry Von Erich. Remember my problem with him as Kerry Von Erich in The Iron Claw? Kerry Von Erich was like 6'4", Greek god. Jeremy Allen White looks like he's 5'8". maybe 5'9". You can't play a guy who's 6'4" and you're 5'8". It's just not going to work, right? Even though physically he got himself in pretty good shape. Kerry Von Erich was a fucking Greek god. Nobody had a better body in professional wrestling than Kerry Von Erich. Some of the best traps and chests you'll ever see on any human being. But I think he's perfect here for Springsteen. So I like the marriage of director to star to project. So that is encouraging. Other things that happened here today, we got to see a little bit of Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis doing Freakier Friday. Thank you. I'm not watching that. I'm not going to watch that movie. There's Jeremy Allen White. Here is a quick clip from Thunderbolts. Again, this is all Disney, right? It was Paramount this morning with Naked Gun and other things. And then we went to Disney with Thunderbolts, with that Searchlight movie, the Springsteen thing. Here is a little clip they played at CinemaCon of the Thunderbolts arriving at the hotel. Crazy Heart, good call. Yeah, exactly. I think it's his first film, one of them, right? I agree, Kuzma.
Do you have any benadryl?
Well, you know, I'm just learning.
Can we just stop for a second and everybody please just acknowledge that Florence Pugh has the most banging body that I've ever seen? Oh, Weber, you're out of line again. Let's watch her step out one more time. You're creepy. What's wrong with you? I can appreciate that. That's a banging bod, baby. That's what I can appreciate. Okay? Look at that. That's amazing. We love you, Florence.
Learning good time. I have a learner's permit. There you go. That's
Nightmare.
everyone. Have a lovely time.
I'm not going to lie. I have a thing for petite, right? Look, Adriana Chechik, petite. It's just, everyone's got it tight, man. Aren't we allowed to have those things? Oh, there's what's his name. Hey, by the way, everyone from the movie from years ago is finally, everybody wants some. They're finally coming on. Remember, Glenn Powell, my man, Wyatt, what the hell is his name? Him, and then, trust me, that movie's great. If you haven't seen Everybody Wants Some, you need to. And there's Harbor as the limo driver.
See you in there. Go Thunderbolts. Oh, man. Valet?
Okay, yeah, it's okay. I mean, the best thing about that was Florence Pugh in her tight skirt. But, oh my God, you're terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry for acknowledging what we all see. Let's see what else we have. We had Sue Storm confirmed to be pregnant in Fantastic Four. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I mean, is that really like, wow, everybody, she's pregnant? Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the Thunderbolts. Let's do that.
There's that countdown of 3, 2, 1, go. And then, all hell breaks loose. Action!
Hey, listen, if it's Florence Pugh in tight leather pants, then I'm 100% in on the Thundercocks bolts. Wait a second. Are you telling me, Coach, that you would kick Florence Pugh out of bed? Well, I mean, yes, Sydney Sweeney, but I mean, come on, man. This is an abundance of wealth. What are we talking about here? Are you seriously going to really shade Florence Pugh over Sweeney? Don't ask me to pick. And don't throw Chechik in there, and don't throw Elizabeth Olsen. This is too much. It's too much for one man to handle.
That was the easy part.
Yeah.
So here we're at the Merdeka 118, getting ready to do a real base jump off the second largest building in the world.
Hey.
Dude, she's legal, Johnny. Why? I mean, come on, man. It's not like, give me a break.
Any stunt in any movie, this is amazing. How many times do you see someone throwing themselves off the building? It's strange.
Let's just watch that shot over and over and over.
It's strange how zen I feel.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that's a cool shot. I might be getting excited for the Thundercocks. That's a good shot. Yeah, that's legit. That's like Tom Cruise on the plane, and that's not like CGI right there. I'm not saying it's Florence, but someone jumped off the building. Someone did some base jumping for this film.
So much fun.
I like it. You know what I think? You can watch, you see it. Marvel's like, we just want to make it look totally different than anything we've done before, which we've said you need to do. Why was Joker so great? It was just like a radical new way to approach the material. So at least, even though we all know it's Suicide Squad, this feels more grounded, right? Suicide Squad, certainly Gunn's remake was heavy on the CGI. This feels like this is all going to be in real world, kind of more like Captain America, right? That kind of thing. And let's not have the bad guys be from outer space. Let's just have them be from here. Now, that said, we just saw Captain America with the grounded bad guys. Didn't work, right? Not the Hulk. That's not a bad guy. The other dude, that didn't work. So you have to have the right person. I don't know who is the bad dude in this. No fucking idea. I saw A24 version of Thunderbolts trailer, so cringe. Which one? Was there one? I didn't see that. But apparently they also handed out like boxes of Wheaties because they say, we could be on the Wheaties box. I want to say that I'm excited for Zootopia 2. Here's a couple of stills from that film. Zootopia 1's hilarious. You guys, I love that film. Right? The sloth. When I first saw the sloth scene, I was dying. I was like, this is very, very funny. And I also really like the voice talent that's present here, because you're looking at Jason Bateman, who is one of my favorite actors, even if he does a version of himself and everything. I love Jason Bateman. I'm a big fan. What's interesting, though, the snake here looks a lot like the good guys, or the bad guys' snake, right? A little bit. Was the snake in the first one? I don't think so. And then there's the mouse. Oh, is the mouse from the? I don't. It's been, dude. I haven't seen. When was Zootopia out? It was like 2014. Dude, it's been over 10 years. What took so long to make a sequel, man? Yeah, there's a lot. It's a really smart film. I hope it can match the original. Let's see what else happened at CinemaCon here today. We got the Thunderbolts. What else from Disney today? Sinners apparently was debuting tonight for everybody for the last thing of the night. So there's that. What else happened today? Let me go backwards on film updates. They're pretty good. There's a lot of updates going on here. Oh, Predator Badlands. Do we need another Predator movie? Who asked for another one? Which one of you gave us this movie? I didn't really dislike the last one, Prey, wasn't it? I actually saw that in a theater. Disney screened it at Burbank, and that debuted at home. That should have been in theaters. That was they really messed that up. This time it's in theaters, but I'm just saying, we've done Predator so many times, even if it's the Old West. I mean, how many more Predators do I have? I'm just not excited about the 15th sequel. Tron Ares should be interesting visually, for sure. I wasn't a huge fan of the last Tron, which was over, was it over a decade ago on that, too? I mean, the Daft Punk score, but we'll see. The visuals will be otherworldly. I'm sure it'll be one a contender along with Avatar. Comes out this year. Does Tron come out this year? Lilo and Stitch. And there's all their films that they were pimping, or at least, well, obviously not all of them, because look, one of the pictures is of Dylan. I'm surprised they didn't put Jeremy White in there. It's a little weird. They kind of messed that up. Let's see, and then Superman, back to that. All right, some open comments here. Tangled live action. I heard that, Kusma. That's another big story from today. Tangled. Disney said, let's just go ahead and shelve that for now. Let's put a hold on that, because when you have Snow White going down the way that it did in literally biggest disaster ever, right? Going to lose them hundreds of millions of dollars. You just say, let's just get off this for a little bit. Let's not go there. And that's a smart move, because you don't want to, be in another situation where all hell breaks loose. I do want to mention another news story from today that I saw. Netflix, the rumor is Narnia, they're going to change Aslan, right? The lion, they're going to change it to Meryl Streep, a woman. That's, man, have these guys not learned? Have these studios not learned from Snow White? Like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Listen, I'm not the anti-woke guy. You guys know that. But why would you purposely piss off a fan base of a Christian author that has, right, Aslan is Aslan, right? Is Christ, correct? If I'm not mistaken, been forever watched Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Love the original. Oh my God, that remake was so great. Well, the original's like a cartoon, isn't it? For God's sake. The Disney version. But the Netflix version, they're going to gender swap. Oh, I'm telling you, this is where I wish that I was in the room, because that's when I'd go off like Les Grossman. Whose idea was this? Greta fucking Gerwig. The same Greta Gerwig that gave us that god-awful intro to Barbie when it should have been buoyant, it should have been effervescent, and you're going to bog me down bashing babies' skulls, the baby doll skulls in Kubrick style? You got it in the teaser. Why is it in the movie? I'm telling you, you guys need to watch The Studio. The difference between me and Seth Rogen, if I ever got in that position, I wouldn't be a pussy like he is, where he's like, I don't know if I'm going to tell Ron Howard his film and he doesn't need to have that scene. I'm going to walk right into the meeting and say, that scene's bad, get rid of it. He's going to get angry and I'll say, listen, Ron, love you, you're great, you've had some wonderful films, but that is not working and this is not up for negotiation. I'm telling you, man, this town has no one in positions of power, and trust me, when you watch The Studio, it's based on these people. They all want to please people. I don't give a fuck about pleasing anyone. That's not my mission. My mission is to make the best film, so I'm trying to please the audience, not you, the ego director. I am going to get this film down and make it good, and you can't worry about making everyone happy, being liked. You can't worry about those things, and you also cannot worry about making a decision that might be wrong. You have to know that this is the thing that you believe is correct, and if it's the incorrect decision, you go down with it. You do not say, I'm going to try to hedge my bets and go both ways. You see a lot of that in The Studio. We'll talk about episode 3 on Sunday night. I want to save that for Sunday. That'll be our Sunday night discussion on the episodes I'm watching with you guys. I can watch up to episode 10 right now because I have all the screeners. I'm only on 3 because I want to stay with you guys who have to watch once a week. That way, but if you haven't watched Studio, that's what you really feel is trying to appease people and others versus doing the right thing. Listen, we could talk about Trump and the tariffs and how disastrous it's been for the market. And I'm not going to have that debate here tonight, but I am going to tell you the one thing you can appreciate about a Trump, whether you love him or hate him, the one thing you can appreciate is he is decisive. And I can tell you this, if you put me in a position like that where I have to be decisive, I'm going to make the decision. I'm not going to think about it twice. And if it's wrong, but I'm not going to go back and forth. I told you guys back in my past, I had a big decision to make, and my subconscious told me, do not do it. I did it, and it was the wrong decision. Once you do that, you say, no. Always listen to your inner voice. And then also, if you have an inkling, if you have your intuition telling you something, you do not go against that. You need to listen, and you need to say this. And I'm telling you, if you put me in a position like Rogan, as the head of a studio, I am going to go balls to the wall, and I'm not going to be afraid to tell anybody anything. And the first thing I do in any meeting is, we're not ever doing DEI again, and that's it. We're not going to have a discussion about it. It's over, okay? Of course, I have to say it like, it's over. But we're still going to hire the best person. If that happens to be a minority, a woman, a white guy, that's what it is. We're not going to focus on that. That's the last thing I'm going to consider. The last thing. The first thing I'm going to consider is talent. End of discussion. No one needs to ever bring that up again. Are we good? Awesome. Thank you. Meeting's over. That's the thing. And that's how I'd approach it. It's over. Okay? And the problem we have, again, everybody is, I want to please this person. I don't want to piss these. I'll piss everybody off. I don't give a fuck. We'll watch Florence Pugh in her tight dress all fucking day, and I'll talk about it, and you'll fucking like it because I'm not worried about what you think. I'm worried about what I believe is entertaining and what's right. And saying Florence Pugh has a banging body is fucking right. Definitely not wrong. More comments. What's the Materialist trailer? I don't think I saw that. What the hell's the Materialist? Let me find it. I don't even know what that is. You guys, I've got a million things I've got to keep square. Oh my God. Guess who's on live? Should we do it, guys? I'm going to do it. I didn't think I was going to do it. We're going to... I just saw this. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? This is going to be the most meta shit you've ever seen in your life. I didn't... Listen, I hope you guys are ready. We're going to watch Grace Randolph live as I watch her live. And you're all going to suffer because I have said everything I need to say. Let's listen to Grace talk about the Superman trailer. I bet you she goes gaga for crypto. Here she is. Let's turn it. Hold on.
Movie. That's the best they could do in the 70s. Cut them some slack. In fact, they even made a Fortress of Solitude out of crystal.
Dueling live shows.
Or this might have been Superman 2 in the early 80s. All right, so.
Let's give her a like just for the hell of it.
Here we go.
What's up with all the pauses? I haven't paused in an hour. What's she doing?
Going right up to the front door.
She's really slow.
There it is. That looks great. I mean, if you saw that, you would be like... That's Superman's Fortress of Solitude. I know what I'm looking at. Now, usually there's a giant key that only Superman can lift to get in. But that is a little bit... I guess even for James Gunn, that's too stupid.
By the way, she has way more viewers than we have. She has... Hold on, what's the number on this? Do I see it? Look at the chat. It's out of control. You guys, look, she's getting super chats. She just got one from $4.99. She got... Is that the only one? She's got a $2 super chat. She's got a $10 super chat.
Look at the way the crystal is a little bit different around
What
the
is
door.
she doing? Is she breaking down every frame? We already did this shit. It was better.
Here we go.
We did it in like 2 minutes.
By the way, I like the sun motif. That the sun is something that's very... I mean, by the way, there's no yellow sun on Krypton.
Oh, my
So
God.
I'm surprised that it's such a big part of his branding since they had no idea that it even existed.
How many people are watching this right now? Can we find out? Should I chat? Oh, I can only subscribe? I can't even chat with her live. I can't, Donnie. Right. It says I'm not. It says subscribers only. Oh, I've got to subscribe. Hold on. If I subscribe. Hold on. Where is it? It won't. Hold on. Damn it! It won't let me do it.
Like, oh my God, sir. We'll talk about that dead.
I can't. One of you comment that we're watching her live. All right, I can't do anymore. That's painful. Good God. Right, she's still in my ear. She's still in my ear. Let's go back and see what's happening on Twitter before we leave. Any other comments, we'll play the song from the top. We're almost at an hour, okay? I'm still listening to Grace, and my head's really hurting right now. What else do we have at the bottom there? I think Grace is cute. Jacob, come on. She's no Florence Pugh or Sydney Sweeney, that's for sure. She's no Adriana Chechik either. What else is happening here? Nothing else on Twitter. It's pretty boring. Let's go ahead and do the comment blast closeout here tonight. Wait, I've got the wrong one up. And I'll play the song that we heard from the beginning. Here comes the comment blast closeout here on this Thursday night. We're back on Sunday. Coach, you know what? Put him in timeout. Put him in timeout for that comment. It's time to listen to the song from a film that I really recommend. It is, I can't even believe I'm telling you guys to go see MMT. I really had a good time with it tonight. Here it is tonight, guys. Comment blast closeout. Megan 2-0. We'll watch that Sunday. I'm done with watching Liz Olsen lookalikes. Materialist, the Celine's. Oh, I haven't watched that. We'll watch it on Sunday for you. I promise, Harrison. We'll watch it Sunday. I promise. Anything else here on this Thursday? Any other comments? It's open comment time. We can talk about Adriana Chechik until the song's over. The sun is pissing her off. Animotion, I can't take any more of Grace Randolph. It's like, oh. There's so much dead space. I feel like we have no dead space. For better or worse, no dead space. It's just a constant brrr. For good or bad. The other night, remember, we had Menzel, and I had to stall for like 10 minutes, and I just went off on something. Just give me something I can go off on it for 10 minutes. I watch Grace regularly because she's kind of cute. Sorry, nerd. But her voice was too much for me this morning. I needed earplugs. Thanks. Thank you. Go MMT. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. But listen, we'll never be Grace Randolph. I've learned to accept this fate. And once you allow it to wash over you and just go, it's fine, it is what it is, then you just go, yeah, life's okay. I told you, Weber, riddled with issues, but it's got, yeah, thank you. I think, listen, Sully, I didn't even think you were too hard. I think it's one of the best video game adaptations ever. I really do. Huge Minecraft fan as a kid, looked pretty bad, so the humor is good. That's good. Good, Dave. You'll like it. Go back and watch the beginning of the stream. I think I really nailed it. No one's better. We're the gold standard, baby. And it's fun. And I just want to see this film pop a number. Let's get to 100 million. I saw Freaky Tales, enjoyed it. See Minecraft this weekend. What's Freaky Tales? I don't even know what that is. I'm telling you, there's so many small films, sometimes I just forget about them. I'm going to try to see the one with Paul Walter Hauser, the Press Your Luck movie. It's out in L.A. I'm going to try to see it this weekend. And I also need to see The Agency or whatever the Rami Malek movie is. That's Saturday night. We'll have an early evaluation that Sunday. It looks like, come on, man, we've done this a million times, right? Did you see Warner Brothers sent an unfinished CGI version of the film to some theater? Oh, my God, that's hilarious. No, wait, what? Of what? Of this film? Oh, my God, that would be hilarious. We'll watch that on Sunday. We'll watch it Sunday. I'll watch it Sunday. I promise you'll watch it Sunday. We're almost up on the hour. I want to save something for Sunday because we're going to have Minecraft pop in a big number. And then we're also going to have CinemaCon. Maybe we'll have Menzel talk about his favorite things if he's around. I know he's still in Vegas. And then whatever else we do. Live evaluation of The Agency. What's the name of the Rami Malek movie? That plus the Press Your Luck movie. I got a lot of shit to get to this weekend. Warner Brothers better have learned their lesson after losing Nolan over digital. Yeah, seriously. I mean, they did. They had him with Tenet. But you know what? The thing is Warner Brothers did Tenet right. They put it in theaters. So it was during that COVID bullshit where he had to drive to Vegas to watch a movie. So I don't see why he's angry. Like, honestly, Warner Brothers didn't do him dirty with Tenet. No way. Oh, no. That was a weird time of life, man. Right? When you couldn't go to a movie because you kill everybody. Remember that whole shit? So, yeah. I don't blame Warner Brothers. Anything else? We're out of here. The song's over. We're back here on Sunday night. By the way, tonight's kit, I forgot to tell you guys, tonight's kit is Club America. This is the Snake kit. Do you guys like it? I feel like the black works well on these night streams. During the day, I can wear a lighter kind of thing, but at night, this is a good nighttime. I also had the green, of course, for tonight's film, which is Minecraft. Go back and watch a little bit of the beginning if you missed it. It was a fun film to watch tonight. I am shocked to say that. But we're back here on Sunday with the box office show in the morning, and then at night, wide open, more than likely, along with some trailers you guys want me to watch. We'll do that on Sunday night. Until then, peace out. Live from City of Angels. MMT is out.